The nominees for Community Leadership are Mary Claire Bilyk, Donald Dehaney, Barb MacQuarrie.
Right from the start, Marie Claire's idea was positive team building, to get people to know each other, to start some positive projects that would bring the community together and that would focus on things we could do to change the neighborhood in a good way. By also getting us to appreciate our heritage, this has created the real inspiration to start thinking about where we want Soho to go in the future.
Well, about 2 years ago, there's a big meeting down the street at a church, and so many people turned out, and they were just really stressed out about all the struggle with drugs in particular in this area. Basically what I saw at that meeting was a whole bunch of people very concerned about a really special neighborhood. From there, I suggested that we start a community group and start focusing on all the positive things in our neighborhood. The biggest thing that I do is, one, inspire people to see the area differently, and two is bring people together and make connections. I love bringing people together, drawing out their talents and their gifts and encouraging them to commune with other people, and you just don't know what's going to happen. I guess I'm a bit of a mad scientist that way. I like to bring people together and see what's going to happen, and so just building really positive relationships between our neighborhood and outside organizations, as well as connections within the community. I guess my biggest piece of advice would be to focus on the positives. It's true that sometimes you really do have to take a hard look at the challenges, but in general, to really try and have fun doing what you're doing, because when you focus on the positives, it's very effective, and it is just a lot of fun. It gives people a lot of energy to see something really positive happening instead of being more in an embattled sort of mindset.
For the past 20 years, Donald's been volunteering his time in the non-for-profit community to inform and educate the public about sexual abuse and sexual assault against women, men, and children. Well, he motivates me to become much more aware socially of what's going on in my community, and he does this by linking social causes with the arts community. He raises awareness and he raises funds for social causes and for that non-profit organization, but he also provides an entertaining evening for people, whether it's a lip sync contest or it's a musical. His energy and enthusiasm is infectious. So he not only does he motivate me, he motivates others to become aware and become involved.
What I like to do is I like to work with a lot of different organizations and work combining different groups. I think it's a tightrope that you're walking when you follow any leader, because every leader is human and has faults. And so I think that leaders have a large responsibility to the people that they represent, and being aware that young people and all kinds of people in the community are looking up to you and your example. Respect the organizations that you are in, and never, be careful how you talk about organizations. Respect privacy, and keep a principled example. And I think that would really go a long ways in setting the bar high. I think that I'm a role model for people who everyone says you can't do it, because I was a very quiet person, very shy, introverted, and now I'm an extroverted introvert. And I think that I'm an example for people that don't ever let anyone say you can't do anything, because I've done quite a lot, and if I had listened to those no-sayers, I wouldn't have achieved anything. So I think that if we use adversity and people are going to say things that aren't going to be positive, show them like I've showed them, and the sky's the limit on possibilities.
Barb MacQuarrie has been working in the violence against women sector for a number of years. The work, her commitment, her dedication to that issue has led to the development of tools and training and strategies that's helped organizations like Sexual Assault Centre London, like the City of London, and many other corporations to end workplace violence. What she has accomplished is extremely important and is of value to you, to me, and to our community.
I think that maybe the way I've had a positive impact in the community is by supporting others who had something to offer, by helping them to find ways to work on issues that were important to them, by finding ways to help them give voice to their experiences. Sometimes I'm surprised when people come back to me and share what they're doing, share where they've been, and they will say, this started when we had this conversation, or this started when we did this project together, or this started when you asked me to do this little bit of research. So it's really about not giving up, about seeing something as being important. It's about being, I think, motivated by the experiences and stories of people that you really care about. I think maybe what I have to share with others in terms of leadership style is that leadership is really a lot about facilitating others' strengths and others' contributions. And when you give people some space to do something that they believe in, you can get absolutely amazing results. Being a leader isn't about doing it all yourself. Absolutely the opposite. It's about making sure that people have a chance to offer the best of what they can do.